Most nice guys think they have a problem with women because they're too nice, when in actuality, most nice guys have problems with women because they're not nice enough. Now, when I say that, most nice guys don't believe me. They just out and out reject that notion. And the question is why? Why don't you believe in your niceness? Now, there are many reasons for this, but the primary reason is because most nice guys have been listening to the wrong advice. Now, there are no shortage of guys out there trying to help nice guys. You've got everyone from dating coaches to pickup artists to guys at the barber shops, pimps, playboys, whoever. But most of these guys who are trying to help you all make the same mistake. They all try to do this by telling you some variation of don't be so nice. I mean, think about it. All of these so called gurus and experts are trying to help nice guys by telling him that he should dilute the very thing that makes him special, the very thing that makes him unique, the very thing that is the source of the nice guy's power, his niceness. Now the question is how can somebody help you be a better nice guy if they don't know you, if they don't understand you, and if they don't believe in your niceness? How can they help you to be a better version of yourself? How can these people help you get some nice guy game if they don't believe in your niceness? I believe if you're gonna get nice guy game from someone, then why not get it from a nice guy who believes in your niceness? Someone who is one of the world's self-proclaimed leading experts on what it means to be a nice guy. The man who wrote the book on what it means to be a nice guy, literally. The author of the book, militant nice guy himself, Terrence Terry. That's why I've created this channel, to help nice guys get some nice guy game. I mean, it's bad out there for us. Have you looked on the internet? If you're a nice guy and you want some advice on what it means to be nice, it sucks for you. You could go to YouTube, you could go to Reddit, you could Google it, and there's no place online to help nice guys be better at being nice. At least not to my satisfaction. Well, not anymore. Welcome to Nice Guy Game. I want nice guys to fall in love with being nice. And it's hard to love yourself as a nice guy if you don't know what it means to be nice. If you don't understand the power and the strength of your niceness. If you don't have nice guy game. Now let's talk about nice guy game, because the word game makes a lot of nice guys uncomfortable, and that's usually because they don't understand what the word game means. Many nice guys think game is something only jerks have or use, and by having or using game, that is somehow a bad thing, and it automatically makes you a bad person or a manipulator. I mean, you hear it all the time. You hear guys say, I don't want to play games. I don't want to manipulate people. I want to be real. I want to be natural. I want to be genuine. And I understand that. Or at best, most nice guys see game as a necessary evil that you have to use to get the women that you want. And that's because many nice guys do not know what game is or how to use game to make them a more efficient, more effective nice guy. First of all, having game in and of itself is not what makes you a bad person. A reason why many nice guys automatically fear game is because for them, game represents power. And in this case, power over women. And many people believe power corrupts. What most people don't understand is that power does not necessarily corrupt you. What power does is reveal someone's true nature. When it comes to people who were corrupted by power, many times these so-called corrupted people were already corrupt. They just didn't have the power to act on their corrupt nature. If you really want to see what somebody is all about, give them some power over people and you'll get a chance to really see their nature. If you give a bad person power, he'll be more efficient and more effective at being bad. If you give a good man some power, he'll be more efficient and more effective at being a good person. Power reveals the man. Power does not make the man. Let's take boxing, for example. There are those who have the skill to box, and what that means in a nutshell is that they have power over people. I mean, if you look at what it means to be heavyweight champion of the world, then what that means in theory is that you have the ability to beat up every guy on the planet one by one. When Mike Tyson was heavyweight champion of the world, there were a lot of people who were afraid to be around him. They were afraid of him because they could not trust his power that he had over others. And because of this fear, they were constantly on edge around him, and being around Mike was tense. I mean, you've heard the stories all the time about how scared people were to be around Mike Tyson. However, Muhammad Ali was also heavyweight champion of the world. He also had power over people, and you never heard anyone say they were afraid of Ali. And why is that? They were not afraid of Ali because they could trust his power that he had over others. They knew he was a good man. And because they trusted his nature, they didn't fear him. Now, here's the question for you. If both of these boxers both have the same power, that is the ability to hurt you, then why did people fear one boxer and not fear the other? It is not the power that they feared, but the man. They feared Mike Tyson because they feared how he would use his power. They did not fear Ali because they trusted how he used his power. The power in and of itself is not a bad thing. It is the person who has that power and how they use that power that is going to determine whether their usage is good or bad. Believe it or not, there are many nice guys out there who have successfully used game to help them express themselves, to help women feel good about themselves. And they are able to do this because they understand the good that their game could be used for. They see their game as a tool that can be used positively to help better express themselves and to help contribute to the interaction in a productive way. And they are able to do this because they understand the game that they are playing. And what is the game that they are playing? The game of expression. As I see it, game is how you express yourself when you're going after what you want. Your game is a combination of your methods, your techniques, your strategies, your thought processes, your mindsets that comprise your game plan when you're going after what you want. One day I remember working out in the gym, and this woman told me, she said, "Terrence, you should take a Zumba class because Zumba classes are filled with women and Zumba can help you get one." And I told her, I said, I don't need Zumba to get a woman because I have game. Now, what I meant by that was that I have the ability to express who I am and what I want. And I think it would help us as nice guys if we could learn to see the term game as short for game plan. Understanding game is important because most women you interact with are going to want to know two things. Why are you attracted to her? And what do you want from her? In other words, what is your game plan for her? There are many factors that go into your game, especially as a nice guy. A major part of your game is going to be determined by a combination of what you want from the woman, how you want it, your mindset, your identity, the situation, and how they all relate to each other. And that's why I created this channel, so that we can explore who we are as nice guys, so that we can be better at being nice, so that we can get some game, so that we can have a game plan. And when we understand who we are as nice guys and what we want as nice guys and why we want it, then I think that would make us more efficient and more effective at being nice. And that is what this channel is going to be all about. I'm Terrence Terry, and welcome to nice guy game.